Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is on Katy Perry's new album cover look from her album Prism, and here it is. Let's get started. On my face I'm going to use Tarte's Baby Tinted Treatment. It's a 12-hour primer. It's perfect if you have oily skin and some pores because it's a pore minimizer, it's oil-free moisturizer, it has buildable coverage, and it's a skin brightener as well. It has sun protection and it's chemical free, and it's one of my favorite things to wear during the day because I don't want too much coverage. I want my skin dewy and natural. So now I'm going to move on to my base for the eyelids, and I'm using MAC's Paint Pot in Painterly. If you have very oily lids, I recommend applying primer before, and I used Tarte's 360 degrees creaseless eye primer. I'm going to apply my lid color next, and I'm using Morphe brushes number 3. I'm applying it using Sigma E55 eye shading brush all over the lid, all the way up to my brow bone. Now I'm going to take a Sigma small tapered blending brush E45 and the shade 9 by Morphe brushes, and I'm going to apply this neutral shade into my crease. And I'm using back and forth movements, just blending it lightly into the crease just to achieve that neutral, kind of natural look. So after this I'm going to apply my brow bone color, and for this I'm going to use the shade number 4 by Morphe. I'm applying it using a Sigma E55 brush just on the highest points of my brow bone. So now I'm going to take a Soft Brown by MAC and MAC's 224 blending brush, and I'm just going to warm up the crease a little bit more. Just blend it above the number 9 by Morphe shade, just blending it in circular motions. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush, and I'm using a brush by Morphe. It doesn't have a number on it. I'm going to apply a mixture of number 4 and number 9 on my lower lash line just to define it a little bit. Now I'm going to take a skinny eyeliner by Eyeko, and I'm going to draw a very thin line sticking as close to the lash line as possible. And she did have a top liner, just a very tiny amount, very thinly applied, and this is why I'm going to use this pencil, because it's perfect for a thin line application. Then I'm going to highlight my waterline, and I'm using Tarte's Inner Rim Brightener, curl my lashes and apply some mascara. You can skip the eyelashes step, but I'm going to use them because on the cover picture Katy had some really long and beautiful lashes, and for this I'm going to use some falsies. And the falsies I'm using today are by Flutter Lashes, and the style is KARLA. They're really soft and really long, yet they look pretty natural when they're on. So once they're on, I'm going to apply my concealer, and I'm using Tarte's 12-Hour Amazonian Clay Waterproof Concealer, and I'm just buffing it on my under eye area using Tarte's concealer brush. And this kind of brightens the look, you know. It gives you that fresh kind of, you know, slept for 8 hours look. So then I'm going to seal everything in place using Tarte's Amazonian Clay Smooth Operator Finishing Powder, and I'm using their Airbuki brush just to buff that on my T-zone and just underneath my eyes, just where I applied the concealer, just to keep everything in place. Now I'm going to take Motive's Bronzing Duo, and this one is called Shape and Sculpt Duo. I'm just taking the bronzer side of it, and I'm applying it using Tarte's contour brush. Katy had really bronzy and glowy skin, and my skin is very pale at the moment, so I'm going to use 2 bronzers to achieve her look. And I'm just going to apply that in the hollows of my cheeks and the sides of my forehead. And then I'm going to add a little bit of extra bronzing glow, and for this I'm using MAC's Iridescent powder It's a loose powder and the shade is golden bronze. If your skin is naturally tan, this will look gorgeous as a highlight as well. So I'm just applying it using Real Techniques contour brush on the highest points of my cheekbones, as well as where I applied my matte bronzer. I'm just gonna buff that really well, and then I'm going to apply some highlighter over that. And I'm using MAC Silver Dusk Iridescent Loose Powder, and I'm applying it using Bobbi Brown's blending brush just on the highest points of my cheekbones. I'm going to apply some on the bridge of the nose as well, and on my cupid's bow, because this will give you that extra glowy look. Then I'm going to move on to the lips, and for this I'm using Motives pencil, and the shade is Passion. I'm just gonna align my lips with this and fill them in slightly. I couldn't figure what lip shade Katy was wearing on this picture because it had that glare in the photo, so you couldn't really tell much, but it looked like a berry, like a darkish berry shade. So that's what I'm gonna use. So once I fill in my lips, I'm going to apply my lipstick, and I'm using Tarte's Amazonian Butter lipstick, and the shade is Rose. So I'm gonna apply this shade, and it's a little bit lighter, so I'm going to mix that with Burberry Oxblood number 214. So mixing these two shades will give me the shade I'm looking for, that is not too dark and not too bright at the same time. So this is the shade, and I like the result. I hope you guys like it as well. The blush I used today is by Tarte, and it's AIRBLUSH. The shade is Shimmering Poppy. I'm applying it on the apples of my cheeks using Real Techniques contour brush. So this is it, guys. It's the final look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please don't forget to like my video and comment below if you have any requests on any celebrity looks that you want me to recreate, or if you have any color combinations that you want me to try out for you. Please don't forget to put that in the comments. And if you have any questions, or if you need any advice, you can always email me and I will respond to you. As I always say, if you don't have the exact products that I use, don't forget that you can use anything you have at home. As long as the shades are similar, you're good to go. On the album cover, Katy Perry had some kind of a light coming from, the back, so you couldn't really see her makeup much, but from what I could see and from the images I pull out on Google, this is what I saw, and this is what the look looked like. Thank you so much again for watching, guys, and thank you for all the likes and comments in my previous videos. I really appreciate everything, and I will see you all really soon with another tutorial. Until then, stay blessed and stay beautiful. Bye!